everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lucy. I'm 21 years old. I have a 2.5-year-old son called Zach and a 11-week-old baby girl called Hope. Sorry, I've done it again. I know you're probably thinking, what is that noise in the background? It's her swing, her electrical swing, because otherwise I don't get anything done, and I just realised I left the music on. So yeah, sorry if you can hear the baby music in the background. It's her swing, and if I stop it then she'll just start crying, so yeah, sorry. So today I recently got the Babyzen Yoyo. I think it has a number, but I don't actually know what it is. But yeah, I got the Babyzen Yoyo pram. Basically, I got this pram because I think if you have seen my previous pram video, I bought one of those big double prams, and it's great. Like, I haven't got a bad thing to say about it, but it was just a bit too big, and it was kind of like pushing a train. And yeah, sometimes when you just want to get out somewhere quickly and get back, and if you don't drive like I don't, then having like a massive pram like that is really difficult to get on and off of buses and things like that. So I feel like the Babyzen is just so much better for me personally, because I live in London. So I live in the city and I am getting on and off of buses and trains and things like that. So I really needed something compact and light, which this is, and I love that. However, if you live in the country, I personally wouldn't recommend this pram. If you live in the country, then I'd recommend like a big pram, like the Zumi Halo double pram, or just any other travel system, just because there's bumpier roads and it tends to be, you tend to have more walks and things like that in the country. But if you're like me and you live in the city, and sorry, I'm just looking at Hope because she's in her swing chair. If you're like me and you live in the city and you need something compact, then I definitely recommend this pram. Like, I love it so much. Yeah, I got the bassinet for Hope, and I also got the buggy board for Zach. Now it's not the cheapest pram. Obviously I did have to invest in it a little bit. I think for the whole sort of frame with the colour pack for the 6 months plus, I bought it for £600, I think. But then that also came with the bassinet. So that came like as a bundle. You can buy them as bundles. You can buy them just with the 6 months plus version of it, or you can buy it with the 6 months plus version and the bassinet. So that's what I got. I think separately the bassinets are like £250 or something. So a little bit pricey, but they're so worth it. Like, they're so comfy for baby, and I just love it so much. I actually wish that I could be pushed around in that would be great. And like, the material feels really good quality. You can take it off and hold it, so like if baby falls asleep in there, you can easily transfer them inside, like if you need to, if you don't want to wake them up, and that's really good. It doesn't have an adjustable handle, which I thought might have been a problem because I'm quite tall. I'm 5'8", so I was worrying if the handle would be sort of tall enough for me to push it, but it's fine. Like, honestly, it's great. It's absolutely fine for me to push it. And also of my partner George, he's like 5'10" or 5'11", and he pushes it fine as well, so that's all great. So yeah, altogether I love it. I think it's been great, especially with the buggy board, which I'll go through. I'm just going to give you like my honest opinions on it, and yeah, I hope you find this video helpful. I got the colour toffee just because it's autumn / winter. I did love like the nude coloured one, but yeah, I did kind of think, oh, that wouldn't be great in the autumn and winter, so I did get the toffee one because it's like this dark brown colour. But you can move the hood like that. You can unzip it, just like that, and I'll show you what it looks like inside. So this is what it looks like inside the bassinet. So it's like got this really soft kind of mattress, which is just lovely. I love it. It's got this hood here. And then obviously if you want to close it, then you can. And it's like quilted. Not quilted, I don't know this word. And then you just clip it here. So that's what it looks like, kind of closed. And here are the handles here. So obviously you can even do it one-handed. That's the great thing about this pram, is that everything you can kind of do one-handed. So to take the bassinet off, you just unclip these bits. So this is the handle. Just show you. So it has like this little strap, which I think is great, because you can actually as well push this pram one-handed. As you can see, it very easily moves direction. That's what I love as well. The only thing I found is with the wheels, obviously they're great, like they move really easily and it's easy to move the pram. But the only thing I find is if you are going on like a particularly bumpy kind of pavement or road, these can sometimes get stuck. And they'll get stuck and you just kind of have to shake it to get it moving again. So that's the only kind of negative I found with this pram. So keep that in mind if you're going to be pushing this pram on any kind of bumpy roads or anything. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole pram with the bassinet on it. Obviously I haven't used the kind of colour pack, the 6 months plus version, so I can't really comment on how it is, or sorry, don't mind my slippers in the background there. So yeah, I can't really comment too much on how that is yet, but the bassinet version, I love it. My daughter finds it so comfortable and she always falls asleep in it. So yeah, the buggy board looks like this. So I think it was around £110, so very pricey for a buggy board, but my son seems to like it. So you can either have it like this, where they can stand on it, or you can just slot it in there, like, oh, what am I doing? Slot it in like that, so then they can sit on it. So the only negative of the buggy board that I find is you can't actually walk directly behind it, because your child and the wheels get in the way, so you can't actually walk directly behind it. So it means you have to kind of walk to the side with it and hold and push it with one hand, so that you're walking kind of beside the pram, which is not the easiest. And I'm not gonna lie, I have had a lot of sort of arm ache from doing that, and like hurt my wrist. So that's the only thing I would say, the only negative to the buggy board, is that yeah, it's very difficult to push it, like actually walking behind with two hands. So that's quite difficult. Obviously if you're like dropping your toddler off at nursery or anything like that, you can take the seat off like I've just done and pop it in the basket. And then this, you can just lift it up like that, kind of use this clip here to clip it on, and then look. So then it's just tucked away and you can go about your day with your baby in there and the buggy board up. So I do love that. So I just thought I'd show you how it folds up and how you can take the bassinet off. You just press these white buttons at the side, so there's two, and you just do that. So that's the bassinet off, so really easy. You can carry it with one hand and it's just really compact and light. So I'm just going to put that down there. Then obviously I'm just going to take the buggy board off, assuming that you haven't got the buggy board on here. So I've taken that off. You press this under here, this little red lever under here. So you pull that, yeah, so you pull it towards you. And then I still haven't worked out how to kind of close it like easily, but so this is how compact it closes up. I don't think I've done that correctly. I know there's a way to do it like really easily, but obviously it has a strap on it, so you can carry it on your shoulder if you want, like that. Honestly, it's so light and I could literally carry this around like that and you're good to go. I definitely love how compact it is and how light it closes. Obviously sometimes if you're getting on buses and things, and another pram comes on, then you need to close it. Then obviously that'll be really, really easy with this pram. You like your pram, don't you? You like your pram? Yeah, it's very cozy, isn't it? Is it a thumbs up? Would you give a thumbs up to the Babyzen? Yeah. Yeah. You would, wouldn't you? Yeah. With the Babyzen Yo-Yo, another thing is that you actually have to buy the rain cover separately. So I believe there's 2 rain covers. There's one that you buy for the bassinet, which is what we have at the moment. And it fits on like really compact, and it's like a nice quality rain cover. And then when you have the 6 months plus version with the colour pack, you have to buy a separate rain cover. So obviously this pram isn't like the most expensive, but all the kind of things that you buy sort of add up. So obviously the rain cover's separate. If you want to buy the bassinet, that's separate unless you buy it as a bundle like I did. If you want to buy the buggy board, it's separate. If you want to buy a cup holder, it's separate. If you want to buy a bag, then it's separate. So yeah, like it can add up, but overall I love the pram. I just think it's so stylish, so compact, so light, so much easier if you have a toddler and a baby and you kind of want to get around a bit easier. Like, he loves being on the buggy board, he calls it a bike. And I love that he can either stand on it or he can sit on it, so obviously it's up to him. So I think he feels a little bit more grown up. Obviously he used to be, you know, sit in the double pram with his sister, and obviously now he has to sit on this, but he loves it, so don't worry about that. It's really easy to push, really easy to maneuver, and yeah, I love it. So if you have any questions about the Babyzen Yo-Yo, please comment in the description bar and I'll reply to them, and hopefully you'll have all your questions answered about it. If you're thinking of getting it and, like I said, you live in the city or you don't really kind of walk very far, you don't really do much kind of bumpy roads and things like that, then I definitely recommend you get this pram. So yeah, I hope I have included everything. Obviously the brake is just at the back, it's very small, very easy to put the brake on. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, comment and subscribe. I hope you're all well, and yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.